kind of like the two, at least when you know the enemy team is going to like when the enemy team needs more time. Like you're just trying to lower this window of where they can play more freely on the map. I would assume it's just Veil into Blink in this game. Good shards.
Yeah, tag team is there.
Nice
using
spear.
the shards against him with that spear. TORONTOTOKYO is dead. That's first blood for Amar. So now those level 3s are online. They're going to get the Tombstone as well.
I'll say stabilizing the mid lane. I think if you're only down a few hundred gold, you're pretty okay with it. Skiter taking some more damage.
Yep, more mana drain.
Yep.
Save. Global range, don't forget it. As Crit makes his way over, MieRo's at half
GPK
HP.
is
That's
also
definitely
here.
who they're going to want. Yeah, GPK with the Focus Fire applying to Skiter. Power Shot as well. That is a dead Dragon Knight. So Crit a little bit too late to the party. And Sneyking's going to get controlled now. Hoof Stomp into the right click. MieRo and company get 2 kills off the top of that. And MieRo, top 2 net worth. Has the Veil. Going for the Phase Boots and then likely the Blink to follow. Then obviously the Ags will be next.
Obviously.
We'll see it. More double edge action onto Skiter at half HP.
Aggressive.
Save is there as well, Impale. But here comes Crit from the sideline. Looks like TORONTOTOKYO is the one a little bit too late this time around. But if they can get Skiter, this would be huge. Last right click from Save is enough to get the trade. Now the Impale onto CM right in the face of the Tombstone. As the slows are just way too much to get away. So 2 for 1 in favor of BTBOOM, but Crit. And they continue to get chased here. Should be able to live though.
Which you cannot. So he has the, arena at any time if they want to go on him. GPK will try. He's coming with the TP.
Yeah, Mystic Snake is there. GPK gets a nice shackle shot.
They got him.
Well, the point didn't matter either way. Didn't have time to use anything. So great pick off for GPK and company. That was the damage rune there.
GPK seems to be on the mark so far. Both runes leading into kills.
Yeah, MieRo though, taking a lot of magic damage. Malorine came up here as well with that coil. Hoofstomp is there into the double edge, into the stampede. He takes out Malorine first. That is not what Falcons expected. MieRo obviously dies, but TORONTOTOKYO finds the support on the back of it. Great turnaround from BTBOOM. And MieRo just ultra aggressive.
Ooh, yeah, stomped literally. GPK not down bottom. Shackle setup, stun, see you later, Crit.
Yep, no time to do anything. Just perma-stunned.
Very clean movement so far, and that's a big misstep from Malorine.
Do you need to itemize against the Blink Hex at some point for the puck, you think?
I don't know if you can. You can go some Lincolns, but that's not great. Okay, Skiter gets caught off.
Focus Fire initiation. Tombstone on the high ground. Sneyking and Malorine kind of in an awkward spot. Looks like Skeeter's just going to die straight up. There'll be a trade for the line.
That's a good
1
CM
for
ult.
1. Snowball coming in, CM ult in the high ground doing a lot of damage. MieRo cannot get out. TORONTOTOKYO in his Flesh Golem form finishes the job. 2 for 2 now. Looks like Crit will be the 3rd for Falcons to fall.
Well, I must say that the Zombie Man is having a lot of impact in this game.
Yeah.
I think if that mana drain doesn't come out to just deal a tick of damage, I think Amar was going to go in with an arena there. As of course the BKB was still on cooldown.
Yeah, MieRo, initiation, onto the very tanky boy. Crit gets the nice snowball save, though, into the arena. And the punch on TORONTOTOKYO, but the finger comes on Amar very low outside the arena, will fall. Crit looks to be potentially next, but a big coil comes out. And you can see the rotation from Nightfall, getting that Stone Gaze off. Absolutely destroying the CM, but 3 dead for BTBOOM. As Malorine looking to continue the job here. Triple kill for TORONTOTOKYO in turn. As Skiter getting chased by Nightfall, he's just going to shrug it off with that Dragon's Blood. We're going to take out this Tombstone. It might just be expiring first. No, they'll get the gold in the end.
I mean, the thing is, like, I think BTBOOM are still happy with the fact that Nightfall is top net worth, but I think he has to get further ahead.
Whoa, that's a
nice
fast Manta. Dodging the spear, but he's still inside the shards. We'll have to pop the Stone Gaze. There's the arena.
They're holding him.
Yeah, Crit staying alive thanks to his snowball as well. Nightfall's in a bit of trouble now. He's going to get mana drain. Forced up to the other side. It might have been the Skiter. Gets off the Dragon Tail. Do they have the damage to rip through this? The nice, beautiful initiation from the Centaur into the double impale. Sneyking dead. Malorine as well. And somehow Nightfall survives. Blink not going to be canceled here, but I thought that for sure was going to go the way of Falcons.
Migrate your heroes to the bottom area. I do think they should be looking for Roche.
TORONTOTOKYO will be getting chased by a dragon. Gets off the soul rip.
He is very
pipe
tanky
already. Yeah, he's gonna. Well, he could go through the gate if he wants. He's gonna put down the Tombstone as Amar coming in with the arena. MieRo already used the Stampede. It looks like it's off the Hoof Stomp. Amar continued to try to kill off TORONTOTOKYO, but another soul rip coming through.
He's just
and now Amar is likely the one to fall. High fives ensue as they know that they will lose their Mars, and they lose Sneyking as well on the top of that. So another fight that looked the way Falcons at first, but they just can't kill this tanky. See if GPK or Nightfall want to take it. Will be Nightfall.
Yep. The Medusa drafts, they fall apart very quickly.
Yep, the kick. The only counter to kick is Centaur Ags, of course.
Of course.
Cart.
Get in there and cart him up.
You can't kick a cart. Too good.
Oh, this could be a big kill. He has gem.
Can they kill TORONTOTOKYO this time? Gets off the spear, but here comes the counter initiation from MieRo again. Punch into the air, snowball save, but Crit and company, they finally will have enough. No, another soul rip coming through.
Another one.
TORONTOTOKYO is alive. Crit finally drops.
Can he take the gem?
Get the Undying in the end, and Malrine picks up the gem, will be able to get away with it in all likelihood. And now Nightfall trying to pick off this lowly Crystal Maiden.
Oh, they got Amar too.
They get Amar on the sidelines, so they get a little bit of value out of this, but of course that gem dropping is a pretty big deal. There's the Aghanim Scepter for the DK Skiter. Not sure if he's level 18 yet, but the Black Dragon.
Yep, looks like he is. So he's going for the Orchid next, which I always like. It's going to help you furthermore play the map. Ooh, okay.
Leipnir from GPK, finding Sneyking. Meanwhile,
Good
the hook stomp onto Amar, and that is going to be a really easy cleanup onto both.
Good ward. I really like this. Like sometimes when the enemy team is split pushing you, you don't only need aggressive wards. Okay, so Banner is available. I mean, Malrine is still holding on to the gem. So I think when you think back to earlier where they traded like 3-for-1 heroes but got the gem, it was definitely worth it for them. GPK, stunned.
Dragon Tail, do they have the damage?
They got him.
Absolutely, GPK destroyed. And with that, they're going to try to use that advantage to get the next Roche, which might force the buyback of GPK. See if they end up scanning here as Roche is starting to get low.
This one dies quickly, my bros.
Yeah, tag team really doing work. They're going to try to bring some illusions over, but I think it's going to be too late as MieRo goes on top of the CM. Sneyking will die for his team, and Aegis is taken by Malrine. There's a kick out. The banner is taken by Nightfall. Nobody gives a shit about that one, apparently. Stone Gaze a little bit too late. Crit. Oh, he was spotted.
TP, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a really long one. The zombie found him, it looked like. And he's taken out as a third stack of double edge for MieRo. So they get a couple heroes. They maintain their buyback on GPK, but they lose the Aegis. But of course, gain the banner, which I don't know what that network.
Yeah, the game's over now.
How much is that worth?
That sometimes when you spear two people, like only one gets stunned or only one goes with the spear.
So it's like you don't have a shard in that case.
Or like.
Well, good thing it was free.
Or like both go with it, but the moment one guy gets stunned, the other one breaks free. It's very, very strange.
Let's see. Oh, Nightfall gets off the blink. Crit. Beyond this does proc. Actually puts down his ice shards as well. Crit is getting gone on, but there's the Mars Arena to try and protect him. GPK finishes him off with the focus fire. He's going to take a Dragon to the face. MieRo comes with a big hoof stomp onto two. Nightfall with the Stone Gaze now continue to right click on this very narrow path. This is horrible for Falcons as Skiter gets dropped as well. That is 4 for nothing. That was like watching 300 for God's sake. Good Lord.
So you have to still be aware that, you know, they might think, okay, if I get tossed, if I get kicked back and there's buybacks, that I have to be careful, but
yeah.
I like that they're going for two sides. They want to try for the third.
They're going to poke at the very least. Amar's going to be up now. No DK for 15. There's the kickback. Now it begins. TORONTOTOKYO punch into the air, but GPK, they find
they got Malrine.
The hoof stop is there as well. They take out the puck. He does have buyback, though.
Toronto's still alive.
Stuck inside the shards. Imagine if he had that grab ally. Serious? He could grab himself real nice and juicy. He's going to drop the gem. So that's another gem pickup for Falcons. They force the buyback on the Malrine, and now BTBOOM retreat.
I mean, everything has to be about Roche right now. I like the buyback from Toronto. Don't make it too easy right now for Falcons to get position on Roche.
So Aghanim Scepter, who will take it? TORONTOTOKYO for now. Did he already eat it? He ate it. Yeah. And Malrine trying to take out the wave. Will not be successful. The tower's already dead. So Sneyking and company have to take it out the old-fashioned way. And Nightfall now. He's going to diffuse himself. Oh, instant hex onto Crit, but there's the Eon Disc to proc. He's still getting controlled, though. Pops the Ghost Scepter. Nightfall jumping in. Gets off the Stone Gaze.
The kickback.
Another kickback. Crit will die, though. MieRo pops the BKB. Coil onto a couple of heroes, but I don't know how much that's going to be doing as GPK getting a little bit low. He can go for this building, though, as Nightfall and company Actually, the backdoor protection is there.
GP who?
And Nightfall, no comment.
Okay. I mean, that was very nice.
Half mana, but again, has the Aegis for 3 minutes. Hoofstop is there. Deletion
he has
of
buyback.
Sneyking. They just don't have enough damage.
Spear.
Nightfall. That's who they want to focus on, but again,
he's not
still
taking
that
damage.
Aegis, and it's still difficult to take down one time. Sneyking has to be careful. This will be a dieback for him. The completionist will find it, and now they just need to get out, regroup. Maybe they don't need to get out. Still with the Aegis, still with the cheese. As Skiter, you can see, we talked about the lack of damage that they have on Falcons for this Medusa late game. There's the kickback. They need to get him into Fountain if they're going to have a chance here. Walrus Punch, he's already at half HP now. Still with that second life, though, as MieRo is unkillable. He has 5,000 HP. Again. Mars getting gone on, tries to initiate, but the instant Hex into stun. Down goes Amar. He's going to be able to buy back in the game, though, as Skiter. Look at his tombstone. So much slow. So much HP for TORONTOTOKYO. With this Aghanim Scepter, they find save. So finally a kill for Falcons. But he's just going to buy back in the game now. Zamar popping the BKB, but GPK will be taken out by Malrine on the sideline. He's going to instantly buy back. They're going to try to finish this game now. Nightfall has to Stone Gaze. This is his second life. So actually could potentially die here if they're able to find a kick or something like that. Malrine.
Maybe they just want to leave Nightfall low. I mean, it's not super easy to chase. Let's see. MieRo.
Yeah, there's the save initiation. Can they get the puck again? Double impale again. The Ravage, basically. Skiter focusing on TORONTOTOKYO. They'll get him. Crit again, the Eon Disc procs. He's going to get shackled. GPK gets off the glide. You know, this is going to be the dieback of Crit. The double edge just rips him a new one. They get Skiter as well. And now it's a 5 versus 3 with no buybacks to come.
They call it.
They call the GG. Sneyking, one more death for the road, and BTBOOM take game number 1.
Maybe I was overestimating how Falcons could fight back in this game, but I think that BTBOOM had really nice positioning and like understanding of what they needed to do. Like even when they go high ground, I'm sure we'll see it later in the highlight as well. People respect them too much, so I like that Falcons are going for a lot of trade as Mr. Nightfall.
Yeah, he might be in some trouble. Pops the Fairy Fire. Amar slowed to a crawl. Nightfall will live, but resources expended. Look at how many health salves were just purchased.
This is why the starting items matter so much, as Crit is, they got him.
Okay, Crit with the first blood onto Nightfall. Too greedy.
Yeah.
He will be traded.
Yeah, I was gonna, commend him on his Fairy Fire, which allowed him to live through the killing blow. But then Crit finds a nice trade. Toronto gets
turn this
level
around
2.
to Amar. This could be a really nice pickup as well. Trying to give the last hit to Nightfall, but TORONTOTOKYO's like,
kill.
Screw you, it's mine.
Very nicely done. I am surprised that the mid lane is even. I think Malrine is outperforming Skiter.
Oh, Skiter, blast off. Oh, burst from MieRo. Goodbye, Weaver. Bug has been squashed. Terminator. If they continue on here, Waning Rift to the high ground save. Looks like he's gonna likely get away, although Sneyking will spot. Or will they spot each other? Looks like MieRo might be able to pick up the kill on Sneyking instead. Illusory Orb coming in. Malrine actually wants to fight. Gets the coil onto one, but Snaking's just dead.
They have lasso.
But still, MieRo does go down, lose your orb. Lasso just in time with the blast off as well. That's a huge kill onto Malrine. As BTBOOM, they lose MieRo, which is unfortunate because his farm is not impressive right now, but they get 2 off the back of it.
Not just protecting the area and breaking a potential smoke, but placing perfect vision for where Falcons are looking to play next. This is like S tier warding.
S double plus?
S double plus warding.
Oh, GPK with initiation gets the Avatos. Oh, the blast off actually a little bit disconnected there because of the impale. But Malrine is still dead in the end. A nice pick off for BTBOOM. Can it continue? You can see the freezing field from Sneyking onto the low ground. TORONTOTOKYO trying to get to the other side of the cliff. Looks like he might get away. One more right click from the Weaver. Skiter finds the vision and finishes the job. Amar, in the meantime, will be bursted down, so no Ravage coming out for him. As Nightfall gets fingered by Crit. That's a big finger indeed, as Crit will likely fall in return. But the Avatos are going to find the Weaver on top of this, so Skiter a little bit too aggressive. It's a full team wipe at 14 minutes. Yeah, he is farming up a storm along with Skiter. You can see that from BTBOOM's side.
Skiter's doing
his Nightfall
very well. Like, I guess Maelstrom is just that good. Like, he's keeping up with a troll who's been Battle Fury farming for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Good D-ward by Crit.
Oh, there's the blink reveal officially. And crit. Oh, he's actually going to stay alive. Gets the finger
God,
and the impale. TORONTOTOKYO is dead. Ravage finally comes out from Amar. Down goes GPK, and it looks like Save is going to be next. Gets off the blast off. Do they have the catch? They actually do not. So they got to be, oh, he actually is diving for the kill in the base, and Skiter does get it.
Yeah.
Double kill for him. And 3 kills in the name of Falcons and a tier 2 tower as well. By the walls of Ice Rack.
I think TORONTOTOKYO stole the wisdom.
Top lane. He does steal it. Will he get punished, though? Coil, he breaks it immediately. Malrine. Oh, just out of range. Save. Gleipnir. Here, will Timber Chain to safety. That's a lot of minus armor to him. Tier 1 likely sacked.
Maybe with
mid lane, though. Something's happening over there. Avatos onto Sneyking. It's not enough. Instant root coming out. Frostbite into the finger and impale. GPK can't even kill a lowly CM by himself. Still not able to find a real opening as the game, in terms of net worth, is dead even. But Roche still 2 minutes away from knowing, as now they're showing again in the mid lane. MieRo, he's the one they initiate on. The anchor applied to him, but the Avatos from GPK throwing the Tidehunter in. That gives him an incredible ravage, but the BKB from Nightfall is there. They're going to lose the Timbersaw to start things out. It's Nightfall going to be able to pound down Sneyking, but now he's left to his own devices inside that coil. Fingered to death. Down goes Nightfall, and the rest of BTBOOM have to retreat.
Crit is deciding when to do it.
These mines, they are preparing.
They're
for
preparing
the toss
for
back.
Toss back into. I mean, that is one condition to kill Tide, I guess.
True that. GPK, another toss back. He has Ravage.
Oh, he didn't fully toss back.
He's faking it. Yeah, Gleipnir's there, and now Mark can just reset. It's a BKB forced for MieRo, so already BTBOOM getting the worst of this exchange. Sentry spotting GPK. He's going to be anchored. Forced. He's going to try to run off the anchor, but the anchor is still dragging on the ground. It's very heavy. Batrider drops to the deck. Save is next. And BTBOOM, yeah, they just keep running into Amar, and they don't realize, apparently, that he is unkillable.
Unless they buy a...
Oh! Amar! As I say that, caster curse, suicides, basically. That is unfortunate. Gracious.
So unless he gets silver edged, or tossed into mines, or jumps into them,
he blinked into it himself.
He can't die.
No, GPK with a nice double avalanche.
Okay,
Sneyking taking a lot of damage. Crit is safe, invulnerable, of course, as always. Blast off, not able to hit.
Good force.
BTBOOM have to get something out of this. Skiter is A-okay. So the buyback from Save not really working out here.
I'm not sure if they're... I mean, they should know eventually. You've tried initiating on Tide twice and it doesn't work. He has A on disc, so he will break free.
Yeah, Avalanche, pretty damn good against that.
Toss back.
Along with Toss, yeah, that is the correct target. It's not a big, fat, juicy watermelon.
Ward on the high ground, Marine sees it.
Smoke from the likes of Falcons. Illusion Orb already used, but on the opposite side,
low, isn't it?
Roche is getting quite low. They should be able to get it. And it looks like that's going to be the case. Save just keeping them busy for now. And Nightfall will get the Aegis. Save will sacrifice himself, so no supports from either side. Avalanche on the entire team from GPK. He wants to fight. He kills off the CM. Will TP out in the midst of things. And snapping the coil is TORONTOTOKYO, so he will be the trade as well. But overall, based on how this game is going, that is very good for BTBOOM. Wait, that doesn't work.
It works on tree throw.
Why?
Because it's a single target spell.
On tree throw,
yeah,
but not tree volley.
Yeah, only when you throw your little
awful
tree.
Then, absolutely awful.
It's not awful.
Oh, he's anchored! He's dead. 50 seconds of no TORONTOTOKYO.
It's pretty good.
It is good. It's better than Tentacle Surprise.
That is true. Mini Ravage.
No, that was Impale, number 3.
Mini Impale.
There were 3
Amar, careful, many mines.
Yep, many mines indeed. Avatos, oh, maybe not on the same page, but they are able to take out Sneyking to start things out. Ravage is going to connect on the 3. Finger of Death deletes MieRo. Now a lot of these mines, oh, that is quite a bit of damage. Has to use Time Lapse, actually. It's a pretty big spell to use here. Is BTBOOM now on the retreat.
I've been talking about for like 20 minutes. I hope they realize it at some point too.
It's just such an awkward item. Like, silver is just so hard to fit into a build now.
You buy it on TORONTOTOKYO. He has the shard, he lassos,
there you go. Amar, he's going to spot things, and MieRo, my goodness.
He just
melts. Absolutely melts. 11K lead for Falcons now, and they counter smoke. 5 versus 4. BTBOOM have to go back to the high ground defense.
Satanic?
Yep, he'll have it soon. Oh, maybe not. He's going to get coiled. We'll break it. Already at half
Holy
HP
damage.
just like that. Pops the BKB. Trying to run away with his life. We'll have to use the ult, but he's just going to be aggroed onto the enemy. Ravage comes out. It's not quite enough damage, but he does die on the high ground. That was close, and I think that might actually do it because there's no buybacks on these 3 members of BTBOOM.
Minesweeper!
Minesweeper for Malrine. Takes quite a bit of damage. Still backdoor protected, but 90 seconds without Nightfall. How do you defend this? So 1 lane now officially for Falcons.
I mean, Malrine also has the 25 talent now where Coil breaks through BKB. Very annoying.
Oh, Impale finding GPK.
There's the anchor.
Yeah, the anchor applied to him. He cannot move. Very heavy. Tree volley being dodged thanks to the Yules. And his use is... He's outlived his usefulness. Finger of Death destroys him. Save is next on the list. And Falcons looking to clean up this game number 2 and send us to a game 3. As GGs are called, this is indeed a 3-game series as expected.
Yeah, I wouldn't really expect anything different from... I think from these 2 teams at this stage as well. We are in the upper bracket finals. Of course, these teams are very good at adapting. But I would say that Falcons did very nicely, both in the gameplay but also a draft. I think the last pick tied. And I think that BTBOOM, they were not sure how to deal with it. I mean, Malrine is rushing boots. Like, this is also a very big deal. Not many mid-heroes rush boots, right? Because most of them have to go bottle. So when he gets these boots and GPK gets bottle to like sustain himself, he's in very high danger of getting ran down.
Yeah, Malrine continuing, and he has the range of inner fire. That looked like the easiest kill of the tournament. Honestly, actually did it before the fairy fire came out,
It probably was, because you don't lane against Huskar every day. Like, you can say, haha, lol, GPK is so bad, but that was a max range inner fire.
Yeah, but MieRo now playing his hero, which means he can shut down Skeeter's Sven. Now the TP in from GPK. He's just about 2 levels off now, yeah, from Malrine.
Crit is behind.
Yeah, they could certainly go for this. There's the Avalanche.
Coddle TP.
Doesn't have life break yet. Decrepify going to keep GPK nice and healthy for the time being. Save coming in, blinding light on the crit, so they get a good kill out of it. Malrine continuing to right-click onto save. I don't think they have the damage. Illuminate. This is Armlet coming, I believe. Save will die to Malrine, apparently.
He burned out.
I didn't realize there were that many stacks on it. Yep, they forgot about Huskar. Otherwise, that certainly would have been a ban consideration. Sneyking. Shackle, Skeeter with the God Strength. Malrine has made his way over as well. Just dumpstering him right next to the Tier 1 tower. Malrine gets credit for that, and now the Tier 1 will likely fall as well.
I do think travels would be nice just to like move faster around the map, because all BTBOOM will do is look to split.
Oh, GPK. GPK. Avalanche.
Wow.
Toss back into the shackles. Down he goes again. My goodness, this is a shellacking.
That's literally the only way GPK can die.
Maybe it's the only one in the area.
Maybe you tip him to feel better.
Getting a nice Lotus. He's about 600 away from Blink. In the trees he goes. Crit. The Avalanche was there, but
I found him, guys.
Connect. And a much-needed kill. I mean, it's funny because you look at the score. It's 5-4.
Yeah.
It is not even close.
No.
We can probably talk about this stuff more now. Is TORONTOTOKYO in the trees? Skeeter sees him. Mar is there as well. Decrepify, but they certainly have the damage.
Ooh la la. Realistically, I think it's some like 5%er, if even, if you ask Gaben. Because right now the game for BTBOOM to come back is not so much in their hands. It's more on them to set it up to try and come back. Amar up top.
GPK, do they have the damage? Well, Amar certainly does. Takes save to the grave along with that horse of his.
He's killing them in a 1v2 and forcing him away.
Yeah. 3-level advantage here. That's what that does. Yeah. GPK going to be forced to use all his mana. Oh, they're
Crit is behind. If he gets him from the fog.
Avalanche is there, and they still find the damage in the end. My goodness.
I mean, they're just layering. The game is, of course, a lot easier to play. Sorry, as I'm nearly breaking the set we're at.
One way to throw it is for Roche to actually take over here.
What if GPK goes for a humongous sip? He gets the kill anti-Aegis. Never mind. Would have been cool, though.
Where is he?
Where is he?
Yeah, I don't think you can make it there.
Oh!
Chunky boy.
It's the Amar man with a
Shiva's. Skeeter very angry.
I believe that GPK is farming on a ward. a Falcon ward.
Oh, ha, ha. GPK, zip TP, will be okay. So, BTBOOM able to dodge a couple of deaths.
Not this one.
This one's less important though for save. Yep, so full set for Falcons.
Sometimes I like to look at a way for the enemy team to fight and come back, or what they can do being creative. I don't know what they can do.
Well, Amar, triple team. Do they have the damage? This would be a nice kill for them, and they get him.
It's a good kill.
That was about 1,300 gold injection.
Smoke up.
Will BTBOOM even try to... I mean, it looks like they are positioning to try to defend this. This might be the last stand for
Does
them.
MieRo have Blink? Because it looked like he was building...
All right, Stampede for MieRo, going for Sneyking potentially. He's going to get life broken, and look at GPK getting super low. There's the heals from the high ground. MieRo will drop anyway, so they get Sneyking, which was their initial target, but it's a support for an off-laner.
I mean, they did make them use 2 BKBs. I think they want to fight similarly to what they did last fight. Jump Sneyking, bait out the BKBs, and when the BKBs come... Oh! Free kill.
Yeah, that felt good.
I'm sure it felt good for him too.
Lion has been stepping in gracefully to fill his
Definitely
duties,
has.
while Pugna has been
Demoted.
useless and unpicked until today.
Cheese as well, because I think you don't want to make it too easy for Nightfall to spot you here.
Right.
I think that BTBOOM are late on this move. It's very obvious that they're smoking around. Falcons should be reading this move.
Yeah, Nightfall has the Ags now, so double pounce to go. There's the initiation. MieRo
Nice
not
hex.
able to find the connection. Instead, he gets 3-shot by Skiter. Sneyking is going to get stunned by GPK, but the cleave is doing so much as Nightfall able to use his ult to stay alive. That's the buyback onto MieRo. As I don't understand what this is.
It's a horse chase.
This is happening, apparently.
Nice chain.
Why?
He's helping his team push. All good. Guys, Caudle is not in base.
Yeah, this is good for BTBOOM, kind of.
Very good. These creeps are not affected by the banner, at least. So maybe it's mid, maybe it's top. Who knows? Who cares?
Well, that'd be a terrible use if it was bottom.
True.
I'd call them noobs myself in the bathroom.
Oh,
after the game.
They're going for whatever.
Yeah, they have to. There's MieRo initiation. Good hoof stomp. They're going to be able to clean up Sneyking.
Yes, buyback.
But that is the instant retribution onto MieRo, and he does not have buyback. Nightfall already used the Shadow Dance. He still has BKB. He still has Aegis. I'm just going to casually brush this off and go with the next wave in all likelihood.
Nope. Snaking's back in 20. They are smoking up.
Malrine ain't afraid of no ghost.
Good
big avalanche. Oh my god. Absolutely crushing BTBOOM as the GGs finally come out. And Falcons, maybe the biggest stomp of the series. I mean, the score doesn't show the whole...
God damn.
I don't even understand what I just watched.
Malrine just single-handedly with one weird pick that I feel like maybe no one else would go for. He just kind of smashed BTBOOM straight into the lower bracket.